Right, before we kick off today's show, we just want to let you know how you can get in contact with us because there's a brand new way in there, okay?
Absolutely. Go to our Instagram page and there is a link in the bio, I believe. I mean, I know there's always links in bios for a lot of other sort of pages, but our page isn't like that one, if you get my drift.
Yes, so not nudes, but only questions you can ask us if you click on the link in our bio. It's a new way of getting in contact with us. It's going to be the way that we're getting all of our Clueless questions. We've already put it out there. We've got loads of great questions.
Yes.
But if you want to get involved in the show, long story short, click the link in this show description or go to our Instagram and click the link in the bio. On with the show.
Hello and welcome to Ain't Got a Clue. My name is K Kurd.
I'm Marcus Bronzy. How you doing, man?
I'm all right, man. How are you?
I'm all right, man. I'm all good. We've had the break in weather now in the UK. We've had our heat wave that we've spoken about, and now we've been covered in rain for the last few days, isn't it?
Do you know what? Right, we don't deserve good things.
Yeah.
We don't deserve good things because the amount of people I saw complaining about it, like they can. I don't know. I was going to say something sweary, but anyway.
They could do one.
They could do one.
It did get so hot that my supermarket fridges, my local supermarket fridges, they malfunctioned, which basically meant they had to take all of the produce off and put it in the back. So you couldn't get like chilled meats, like fresh meat. You couldn't get cheeses, none of that. It was so hot that they couldn't handle it. It's kind of like an example of Britain, innit, really? Really, innit?
Do you know what really annoyed me? The fact that 24-hour supermarkets have still not come back.
Yeah, what happened? Because I was really excited when they came out, and then what
during
happened?
COVID, like anything else. See, COVID didn't really kill people. It did, but like it didn't.
1 minute in, K. This is you know what I've got to say. This is a headline grabber of a show.
What it did was it killed more businesses than I reckon it killed people. It still killed people. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah. It finished off certain businesses that were living hand to mouth or like were doing okay.
Not even Top Man finished, Top Shop finished, all of that, yeah. But then like 24-hour supermarkets, they're like, oh yeah, because of COVID, they're not going to be 24 hours anymore, and then they never came back to normal hours.
I love a 24-hour supermarket.
The hospitality industry is on its arse, mate. It's on its arse. Do you know what I mean? It's finito, bruv.
Finished.
Here's a controversial take for somebody that comes from a Muslim background. I think the erosion of pub culture in this country is devastating for Britain.
Yeah, man. And also, there is. I agree. I think pub culture is something that is very unique that we have over here. I am a pub goer. I enjoy it. And also, Kate, I'll have you know, you're more than welcome to come to a pub and have a soda or a Coca-Cola or a lemonade. And there are people I know who do partake in teetotal pub outings, right?
Yeah.
And the pub still does make money off the drinks because like a spray of Coca-Cola or lemonade probably only costs like 5p and they charge you £3 for it. So they're all right. You're all right.
So, but what I mean is because it helps with that feel of a community.
Of course.
That's what it does for a lot of people. And it's a cheaper way to see your friends rather because 100%. A lot of the time now when you see your friends there always has to be an activity involved.
I went for drinks with my friend on Saturday. We had a couple of drinks, reasonably priced night. Do you know what I mean? And I was like, yeah, cool. Whereas if you were to go and do an activity or we don't really do clubbing like that, an activity that can be like 3 times. I was
speaking to Richie Driss about this and he was saying how when he went to Algeria his mates just met up on the road and that was it. His cousins. They just met up on the road to see their mates, and that was it. And he was like, "What are we doing? Are we doing anything?" I was like, "No,
we're hanging out."
Yeah,
hanging out.
Yeah, and he was like, it was a bit of a mind fuck, wasn't it? Because you're like, "What do you mean?" Like we're just standing.
He was like, "What's the motive?" This is the motive.
We are currently at the motive, my friend.
How long are we going to do this for? A couple of hours
till we get bored, basically. Yeah. But that's what I think. Yeah, so like. Yeah, I think COVID killed off like those and the 24-hour supermarkets and the reason I bring up 24-hour supermarkets was it was that cold. I put on my thing. I was like, I might go and sleep in Tesco, and I was like, even if I don't go to sleep there, it'd be nice to just go to Tesco and just feel the aircon for a bit.
Stand in the chilled section.
Do you know what I mean? It's like 11 p.m. and you're like still like flipping boiling. But anyway, it is what it is. Country is on its arse, but
do you know pubs?
We're still better than most places. Rule Britannia rules the waves.
Wow,
never ever.
You know, pubs used to have family rooms. You know that? Like actual rooms called family rooms for your family. Like, so there'd be like games in there.
They also used to separate the classes.
That's the good old days. I thought he was going to say sexes. That was going to be like, that was the really good old
races.
days. Yeah, even better. That was better, yeah. That was better. That was the best. Pint of the black stuff, please.
I would have never been made.
Yeah, I would have existed, yeah.
Those were the days when nobody like me could be made.
Yeah.
No, fucking hell.
But yeah, man. But yeah, no, you're right. It did change a lot, man. And I think COVID, we are still, even though we are it's 5 years after it's happened, I think we are still massively feeling the shockwaves of this.
Of course.
Every week, and every week, there's stuff that happens, and COVID's still about. People are still getting COVID, bro.
Yeah, but like, grow up in it.
No, don't be like that.
No. If you're getting COVID in 2025, grow up.
No, don't be like that.
Oh, did a COVID test. Oh,
don't be like that, Kay.
Boo.
Don't be like that, Kay.
What do you mean you did a lateral flow test in 2025? You fucking loser.
Don't be like that, Kay. Some people out there are having a really bad time.
You loser. No, get it, but like,
don't tell anyone.
Yeah, don't tell us about it, bro.
Just call it. Would you say it's been downgraded back to like flu level?
It is the flu. It was always the flu.
Yeah. But we gave it.
I know it was always the flu, but then they went and made it like sound incredibly worse. Listen. At the time, I was abiding by all the rules. Yeah?
I did as well.
In hindsight, I'm like, what the fuck were we doing, bruh? What were we doing, bro? Traffic lights to get into a supermarket.
That was funny. I love that. I loved that.
Oh, it's red. I can't go in. It's red. Yeah, come off it, man.
I love that.
Like at the time, I followed the rules to the letter of the law. I got all the vaccines and all sorts, and then I'm just like, I look back at it now, and I'm like, what the fuck? It was just the flu, bro.
It's very easy to say that when you've been jabbed up, you've got all of the vaccines, bruv. Bro, people was dying, bro.
Yeah, but people die every year from the flu.
They do. Flip it. Wow. Yeah, they do, innit? But COVID.
No, but they do.
COVID was horrible, bruv.
But it's just the flu.
It's not just the flu. Do you know what the difference was? It was like a roulette, innit? It was like Russian roulette. Like some people that were like healthy, they were like fucked though, innit? Whereas normal healthy people, if they get the flu, they just do some push-ups. You get me? They just run it off.
No, when I get the flu, I'm finished.
Really?
Yeah, I don't get ill often, but when I do, if I get the flu, I'm like, brother, what is this? Back aching.
You always play it down when you're sick. When you tell me you're sick, you're always like, yeah, I'm sick, but firms. Like, you never really like let me know your vulnerability. Like, and that's cool. I'm not judging you, but I feel like you just like.
I rarely get ill. Yeah. I rarely get ill. If I do, I'm like, yo, how do you lot deal with this regularly?
It's hard, bruv. It's hard. I used to be a bit of a sick Simon, bruv. Yeah, getting the flu all the time till I had my tonsils whipped out, bruv.
Yeah, no, man. I don't know how some of you people do it. Like that, you're always cold and you're always like, oh, I've got. Yeah, just move, man. Just have some spinach in your diet. Get a tomato in you, some vegetables.
There was a geezer I knew that was just always sick. Like always had something, and like I know it's really unfair, but you're kind of a bit like, yeah, you're like you don't really want to chill
unfair.
next to the sick person.
Bro,
like, get some vitamins,
if
get some sunlight.
If you're always ill, do not hang around me, please.
Because something's not right.
Yeah, because you are the top 5 people you hang around with.
Yeah. Is it?
Yeah.
Are you?
I'd probably be 6'7" if that was true.
I was gonna say I'm lonely. I'm by myself. Okay,
no, you've got loads of friends. What are you talking about?
I love my own time. But to be fair, okay, that's what I loved. I did. Now looking back, right? I think yes, it was horrible. Yes, it was bad. I really enjoyed. Lockdown, I really enjoyed not having to see people. I loved having that extra excuse. Sorry, mate, I can't come. COVID. No one would ask any questions. Oh, mate, I can't make that thing. COVID. Do you get me? Like, I got to have. What's the opposite of FOMO? Fear of fear of
missing out. Yeah. You probably had delight.
JOMO. I had JOMO, bruv. I was like, joy of missing out.
Joy of missing out.
I was like, sorry, guys.
Oh, I thought I was going to say something else. Delight at making the right decision.
There's rice at home.
There does need to be like an alternative for FOMO where like there's that smugness you get when people are like, oh, it was shit, man. We should have done what you did.
Yeah, you know, like with the F1 with the rain this weekend, right? A lot of people at the F1 when it rained, I was like, I was like, ha. It's raining. You get me?
Yeah. There's a lot of people that aren't even into F1 that were there, which really annoyed me.
Yeah, how do you feel about that? Because I'm not really into F1, but I came as your guest. And
no, but
we enjoyed,
you knew, like...
Yeah, but mate, I've met Nico Hulkenberg, innit? Like, me and him have had a chat, innit? Like, by the way, quite a big guy, you know? He's like my height. He's very big for an F1 driver, innit? Congratulations, he got his first podium. Well done for him.
Whoa.
After 200 and what races?
Some races, yeah, something like that.
I didn't know
I was looking at Wimbledon, by the way.
How was that? Oh, what, it's going?
No, I remember I told you last week, I wish I want to go to Wimbledon, innit? Yeah. I saw a TikTok about the process about queuing up, because someone was like, why don't you just go and queue up? But firstly...
Okay, for the first time, I'm going to feign ignorance. I've actually watched this. Was it like a 6-minute... Was it quite a long video?
Yes.
Oh my God, but I'm going to pretend I haven't.
Yeah.
What?
So let me tell you, first of all, yeah, do you know who the fuck I am? No, away from like comedy and whatever, like, you know me in it. Like,
yeah.
I'm not getting up. This guy got up at like 3 a.m. before the trains.
Okay, honestly, he woke up at 1:45.
All right, listen, man.
He woke up at 1:45 to drive from some... It must have been Midlands.
Listen, yeah. I don't care how good the sport is, yeah. I'm not waking up at that time for anything.
I'm going to double down on it, Kate, and say I'm not queuing.
I don't queue for anything.
I don't queue.
In it. Like, so, and also if you're going by yourself, if I'm going with mates, that's even worse. Like, because all right, let's just go through what happened, right? So he wakes up at 1:45, whatever, drives to Wimbledon, gets there. They say the first 1,500 people in the queue will get centre court or court number 1. This guy gets there at like 3 a.m, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, he gets given a name tag, or a number, whatever.
Yeah. Individual ticket. Yeah.
Guy's like number 2,900, bro. At 3 a.m.
Yeah.
What are you people doing for jobs?
He said there was a funny bit in the video where he talks about the background chat conversation. Do you remember that bit of video? Because you may have, as I did, fast forward through certain sections because with our decreased attention span, I'm like a 6-minute tick, a 5-minute video now, bro. Let's get through it.
2 times C.
He did say a lot of the queue talk was like, yeah. This is so crazy, man. Oh, this is like, how was Glasgow last week? Oh yeah, it was great, man. It was great. It's like that kind of stuff.
I think he referred to it as Tory Glasgow. Like Wimbledon is Tory Glasgow. So look, it's insane, isn't it? He got there, and then he didn't get to go on court number 1 and centre court, and then you can go to a ticket resale bit where they can get your ticket to swap it with another ticket. Or
if someone doesn't turn up or something.
Honestly, the whole thing just sounded like such a ball ache that I am never, unless I get a ticket in a ballot or I get invited by a brand or something.
Yeah,
I am never doing that.
I don't know if I want to even if I got a ticket in the ballot, if I had to do that amount of queuing, because he had to like do the queue for the bit K said, where that's where people camp. Then there was another queue. Then there was another queue where they finally tell you have to relieve yourself of your items or pay for them to be stored. And he called it like the camper chair graveyard, where people were just abandoning their camper chairs. And then when he got in, he had to queue to get into the courts that he wanted to see anyway.
See, this is all just ridiculous.
He said it took 10 hours in total to see a bit of tennis, like queuing and travelling. And he was
you're going to just watch some fucking shit match.
And then at the end, though, I did like it.
Imagine if it rains.
Yeah.
Imagine if it rains. So
Horrible.
if you're not on centre court or court number 1, you haven't even watched any tennis and you're still tired. If I woke up at 1 a.m. to go and watch tennis, by 12 p.m. I'd be knackered. By noon, I would be knackered.
He does say that his head starts... I've really paid attention. He says, I started to feel tired, so I headed home early. And then
That was 7 p.m.
Kicker, at the end of the video, he goes, so a lot of you were going to be asking if it was worthwhile and if I'd do it again.
No.
And I was like, you know what, bro? Thank you. You did us a service.
A public service.
Did us a service.
There is no way in hell you're going to catch me doing it. And the thing is... So I was actually thinking about this because I would like to go Wimbledon, but just to wear the suit and look nice and take the photos. But actually watching the tennis in silence, I told you this. Yeah, I just can't. I can't. That's going to be boring.
Your ADHD might start kicking in. Self-diagnosed. Start kicking in. So we're sitting there and it's like, I done the impression last week, but we're sitting there and it's getting really tense, and you're gonna start like your knees gonna start going.
Oh mate, I'm gonna be finished there. So
should we get some strawberries and cream? Do you want strawberries and cream? I'll get strawberries and cream, man. Yeah, cool.
I'll just end up doing some nonsense, bro. Just taking loads of pictures and whatever. But yeah, man. Yeah. Honestly, and even like the F1, I would like to go there, but next time I go, I want to go on a paddock and that sort of stuff.
And I've done that kind of stuff before. It's really cool, just like being around the team and stuff.
Yeah,
and
I want to see that because
they're like no phones because this is like proprietary software that you can't share or whatever.
Fine.
It's so cool. It's
all
so
good.
cool.
But that's the next time I go F1. That's how I want to watch it. I don't want to be in the crowd, unfortunately.
And for those of the Clueless clan,
Sorry.
or if you're new to the show and you've just joined the clan that think Kay and I sound like two spoilt bastards, you are correct.
You are correct.
You are correct.
But
and
where were
trust
you?
me.
But where were you when I was driving to Leicester 3.5 hours for 50 quid?
There you go. Where were you when I was driving to flipping Carlisle, to do a warm-up set? Were you there?
Yeah.
Were you there? Were you there?
Where were you, bruv, when we had to drive to Plymouth, bruv?
Yeah, well, there we go.
Plymouth.
To
gig in front of 150 people and then drive back.
Surprisingly, they know the music in Plymouth quite good. But still, I had to go there. It was a 5-hour drive, return drive.
That is one of the longest drives as well. People don't talk about how far Plymouth is.
People don't understand that as soon as you get down to do we call it a willy or the leg? What do we call it?
Honestly,
that bit of it.
We don't call it any of that.
The phallic side of the UK. The phallic corner.
Isn't it just the West Coast?
Yeah, the West Coast. And Cornwall. Once you get down there, you can't travel as fast as you usually do on the motorways. It's A roads and stuff like that. So getting around, it's a long thing.
I don't even know if they're like internet's good and stuff over there.
I think they've got fiber now. Okay, I think they are. They've got 4G.
Do they?
Yeah, they've got it. Yeah. Have you done a Penzance gig yet?
No.
We need to get you a Land's End gig.
I was on a tube the other day.
Yeah.
And
what?
I heard.
1 second, guys. Do you want to just rewind that 15 seconds and hit?
I use the tube a lot.
What?
Yeah,
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you know? Why are you doing that face for, man? No, I use the tube a lot.
Kay used to screw up his face if I selected Uber X for an Uber before. Not Lux.
there were 3 people and I overheard their conversation.
Yeah.
And one of them was like, "What should we get? Should we go and get chicken cottage?" And the other one, "What's chicken cottage?"
What?
Bro, I was like, "Who are these people?" He was like, "Oh, it's just like fried chicken," and she was like, "Oh, okay." And then they said something else, and she was like, "Oh, I've not been to like East London before. The only areas I've been in is Southwest London, and that's it. And Central London." And I was just like, "Who the fuck is this?" Like,
part of me wants to see the look on their face when they first get to said chicken shop, because in your head, if imagine that, Kay, wipe all information that you have about chicken shops out your head, right? You're going to a place that is called Chicken Cottage, and you're from outside of London where probably you know what cottages are. What are you going to presume that you're going to see with no knowledge?
A cottage, firstly,
with like a really nice, friendly, like old mother in there being like, "Welcome, sit down and have a glass of mead."
The logo in my head would be a cottage with a chicken's head sticking out.
Yeah, like a barn. Yeah.
Welcome to the chicken cottage.
Quack, quack.
Welcome to Chicken Cottage. We got free chicken cottage for everybody. We got chicken breast, chicken wings.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking.
Welcome to Marcus's Chicken Cottage.
Yeah.
Chicken Cottage.
We got a strip burger. We got 2 for $2, which actually costs $8.99, but it's 2 for $2. They're not thinking that they're going to have that experience, which is 2 to 4 chairs max, a table.
Someone that doesn't really speak that much English serving you.
So I'd like to see.
But that's the beauty in it. You don't.
I love it.
If somebody spoke full English serving me in a chicken shop, I'd be like, "What's the catch here? Where's the cameras?
You know how they say?
Where are the cameras?
You know how they say there's an ongoing joke, like if a West Indian food shop is too polite, the food ain't that good. Yeah. Same way, if I went into like a chicken shop, someone's like, "Welcome to this establishment, sir. Please have a seat. Would you like a number 4? I believe you had the number 4 last time with extra mayonnaise."
I would call trading standards there.
Shut this place down.
There and then I would call trading standards.
This is not what I want to see. This is not what I want to hear. I need authentic UK fried chicken.
I was at a gig the other day. I'm not going to mention where. And somebody had the dog on the top of the bar. And then everybody else was like, "Oh, that's so cute." And I was like, that's how you get a 1-star food hygiene rating.
So, okay,
I've got a dog and I wouldn't do that.
I've held back on this on the show. I've wanted to mention this a few times because I think people think I'm unreasonable. I want to front this by saying I do like animals, right? I do like dogs. They are floor animals, right?
Okay.
Their feet are on the floor.
Yes.
So they have no business having their feet on chairs, on tables, or on bars. And I'm increasingly seeing people with their dogs picking their dogs up off the floor and putting them on chairs where I have to sit. My ass has not been on the floor.
Okay, so
and on bar and on tables.
So, just as an aside to that, you see, if you sit down on the tube, when you get home, do you then sit
change
down?
Clothes.
Okay, good.
Change clothes. When I get in, I change clothes. When I get in, I just back off all my garments and walk around wood out. It's the best thing to do, especially when the weather's like this.
I find that so funny that like. I'm just imagining you just like, as the door closes behind you, just everything.
Yeah, man. Yeah, bro.
And you just like, left them on the floor by
I kick them towards the washing machine. Like, yeah. Oh, man.
Sort of like a Billy Elliot dance.
Yeah, man. Yeah, letting that fresh air. Oh, yeah,
jumping
man.
about like a ballet performance. Fat jig in the mirror.
Yeah, man.
Yourself. Oh shit.
Yeah.
To your missus is like, what are you doing? I didn't know you were here. I thought you were out.
What did I tell you about getting naked at the front door? Last time you left it open. Anyway, right. So the dog, great example though, because I see the dog sitting with its raw arsehole. You know when the dogs sit when they're good, this raw arsehole is on the seat. So I know now that there's bumhole on that seat, and with the dog on the bar, if it perches down for a while, there's bumhole on the bar. That's disgusting. And bumhole on the table. A dog's on the table is not cool. I don't care how pretty and cute your dog is. Fuck it off onto the floor. It's a floor creature. Keep it on the floor. If you want to do that at home, that's cool. But in my, it's like me just backing off my trousers and sitting my ass on the table. That's how I feel. Is that an unreasonable thing?
I've just got this image of you naked now with your asshole on the bar. Going,
So, have I made my point now?
Is this unreasonable?
Is this unreasonable? Oh.
I demand it to be so.
Officer, I was trying to make a point. And sometimes you got to be visual.
Just fucking.
Sorry, I don't believe exposing yourself to the whole of the venue should have been what you've done. And maybe using words would have been more sensible.
With your feet just
dangling off the bar
like that, like.
Yeah.
And you go
barking back at the dog. Bro, see how you like it. But yeah, man, I think there's a thing with with Riot, right? She's a big dog who has a bad rep, right, because of what the breed, right? Yeah, but lovely dog, well behaved, like a bit cheeky, well behaved. From what I've seen when I talk to you and stuff like that, she doesn't start barking randomly at other dogs. Oh. Small dogs doing that, upset me just as much as if Riot was to be like that, because I'm like, you're a prick to the owner. Teach your dog not to be like that.
I only ever take my dog to places where they say this is dog friendly.
Yeah.
So then, like, I don't go and then also. Most of the time I leave my dog at home when it's like things like that. When it's her time to go out, she goes out. But
she has her own time, yeah.
I'm not going like, oh, can I bring my dog to this link?
Yeah. And you wouldn't let your kids stand... I'll let it go, sorry. You wouldn't let your kids walk all over the table and bar, would you? Just stand all over
Some
it
people
with
do. Have you not met people?
Disgusting fuckers.
Have you not met people?
Yeah, they're
some of their kids.
Horrible
fuck me, mate.
Yeah.
It is absolutely ridiculous what's going on. But yeah, anyway, lots been going on this week, like sporting wise. The women's Euros has started as well. Club World Cup still going on. Did
you watch the France game?
No, I didn't.
We got fucked, bro.
Oh, is it?
They shagged us. Yeah. We scored a goal. VAR cancelled the goal.
I'll be honest with you. I haven't been watching the Club World Cup, and for the same reason I'm not watching the Euros.
Why?
Women's Euros.
Why?
I'm just like, I'll wait till it gets to like the exciting stage.
Yeah. I'll like I do with all football, by the way, this isn't me being a misogynist. I'll make a half effort to watch the games like this, and then as the tournament warms up,
with the World Cup, with the male World Cup, I will admit, like with the Qatar one, I was sat there in the morning all the way to the evening watching every game.
Really?
Yes, bruv. I had nothing to do, and I was like, this is the best thing ever.
Yeah.
But because it was in winter.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, it was a really fun. Yeah, like so. It was like. Oh yeah.
It was at the end of November, start of December. I was like, I could go outside where it's cold, or I could stay here and watch football all day.
Yeah.
Easy decision. Whereas when the sun's out, I'm probably going to be out and doing stuff and then be like whatever. But yeah, there was what you think you want me to miss out on 30-degree heat and watch Botafogo versus Palmeiras. I'm all right, bruv. Watch Al Ain or Widad. versus Manchester City. Fucking trash games. And then, like, the Women's World Cup, Women's Euro, sorry, I don't really get into it until, like, it's like England are, like, really far in.
France-England was a good game to watch. It was genuinely, bruv. Two good teams, great players.
The one thing that gets me about a women's game, right, and I've been criticised over it. I haven't been criticised, sorry, but I've said this in the past, and Farrah Williams, England's most capped player ever, agreed with me. I said that they should make the goal smaller and reduce the pitch size.
Why?
Because they're playing on men's pitches and men's are bigger. Men are big. In the WNBA, they lowered the net.
Yeah. I see your logic.
Do you know what I mean? And I think
I see your logic.
Because sometimes you see like 30-yard screamers in the women's game and you're like, well, it's obviously...
But then I like that, so I might argue to make the goals twice as big. Make the pitch small anyway, and then you've got scores like 15-17. I want that. I want games like that.
Yeah, but
you know,
I just think if they were smaller, pitches were smaller, like, because women's bodies are smaller. Like, do you know what I mean? And it's like you having someone
generally, okay, we get it. Generally, sorry, I'm counteracting the comments.
But if you've got someone that's like 5'10" in a goal that's designed for men that are over 6 foot, doesn't really.
Yeah. Can we just stop the pod for a second, Kay? Because you're going on tour, aren't you, bruv?
Yes, I am. It's happening in September. kcurd.com. Please help me pay for my future children right now. Buy a ticket. A lot of them are already sold out, so grab a ticket right now. kcurd.com. We're all over the UK. We're not international as of yet. Hopefully, if you can buy tickets, there will be a lot of demand, and then people from outside the country will be like, hey, I want a bit of that. kcurd.com. Thank you very much. On to the show.
Right, that's the end of the show, but one more thing before you go. Oh, no. If only there was a way that we could say sorry for ending the show by giving our audience an opportunity to get in contact with us, Kay.
Absolutely. Just go and click on the link in the show description, or there is a link in our Instagram bio.
Yeah, click on that. Get involved in the show like everyone else, and yeah, man, do that. And we'll see you next time. Peace.
Peace.